my friends, and welcome back. Mr. A here. Do you know what week it is? It's Computer Science Education Week. We call it CSEdWeek for short. This is the week where computer science people like myself celebrate and encourage others to celebrate what computer science and computers can mean to so many people out there. Why is this week CSEd Week? Well, it's this week because one American woman and what she did in the world of computer science. That woman's name is Dr. Grace Hopper, and not only was she a computer pioneer, she was also a naval officer. She developed the first programming language to use word commands instead of symbols or numbers. This language was called Flowmatic. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner to me, Flowmatic. Well, anyway, we celebrate CSEd Week every year on the week that contains December 9th. That's Dr. Hopper's birthday, though she was born in 1906. I tell you what, how about we watch this great video from Women's Stories about who is Grace Hopper? The link to the original video is in the comments below.
Know some amazing women? Join Women's Stories as we highlight Grace Hopper, an amazing computer scientist, one of the first, and a U.S. Navy Rear Admiral. Grace was born in New York City in 1906. She was a curious child, and at age 7 she decided to see how an alarm clock worked. She took apart 7 clocks before her mother figured out what she was doing and took away 6. She did let Grace continue to investigate 1. Grace applied to Vassar College for early admission, but was rejected. She was admitted the next year and graduated from Vassar in 1928 with a degree in math and physics. She earned her PhD in math from Yale in 1934 and returned to Vassar to teach math. During World War II, Grace joined the U.S. Navy Reserves as part of the Mark I computer programming staff. While working on the Mark II computer, a pesky moth was stuck inside. Grace remarked that they were debugging the system. Today, we still debug computer programs, and Grace's moth is preserved at the Smithsonian. Next, Grace joined the team developing the UNIVAC-1, the second commercial computer developed in the U.S. Grace created a compiler to translate source code into computer language. In 1959, she worked on the committee that defined a new computer language, COBOL. Grace believed that programming languages should be close to English rather than machine code, which was the convention. She first retired from the Navy in 1966 at the age of 60, but the Navy recalled her to active duty because they still had work for her to do. By 1986, when she finally really retired, she was a Rear Admiral. After her final retirement from the Navy, she received many honors and traveled and lectured widely until her death at 85 in 1992. She is buried at Arlington National Cemetery. Today, Microsoft's Hoppers, the Grace Hopper Celebration of Women in Computing Conference, and the USS Hopper are just a few of the enduring tributes to her. This video is a Women's Stories production. Women's Stories is an open collaborative effort of women around the world to inspire, encourage, and celebrate women's lives.
Wow, that is pretty cool that Grace Hopper could make such a difference with machines that are nowhere near as powerful or small as what most people carry around in their pockets today. Really makes you think about what one of us could and should do with so much more opportunity that we have. So, how can you help us celebrate CSEd Week? Well, I want you to do 4 things for me if you can this week. First of all, tell your parents about CSEd Week and ask them to go online with you to www.CSEdWeek.org, where there are a lot of things you can do and information about CSEd Week. I've placed the link in the comments below so it's easy for y'all to find. I also want you to tell 3 friends about CSEd Week at school and encourage them to watch this video or also visit CSEdWeek.org. Again, the link is in the comments below. Number 3 is I want you to ask your teacher or librarian how your school or class is celebrating CSEd Week this week and if you'll be doing any cool coding activities. And then number 4, I want you to have your parents or teacher help you do an hour of coding this week. That's really what's important that you can do, not only informing others, but you taking time out of your schedule to do at least an hour of coding. If you can do more, that's great. I think you're going to get started and an hour's going to fly by and you're going to want to do so much more. And that's wonderful because there are so many fun ways for you to do it. Well, whatever you do this week to celebrate Computer Science Education Week, I definitely want you to remember that computer science and computing education is important for everyone. And guess what? That includes you. Well, that is all the time we have for today, friends. We'll see you next time. And remember, computers are fun. See you real soon.